From Rwanda now, let's go to Zimbabwe. Its Moot Court team has made history after being declared the champions of Europe Moot Court. The team becomes the first team to win the International Moot Court and European Moot Court Championships back-to-back in less than 30 days.
The team was crowned champions after beating the Netherlands in the final of the European Moot Court Championships held in Romania on Sunday. On its way to the finals, the team participated in 6 Moot Court preliminary rounds against Scotland, the Netherlands, Poland, Romania, Switzerland, and Bulgaria.
And now to tell us more on this is our Zimbabwean correspondent. And of course, instead, we have the Moot Court team, Richard Tatenda, who's joining us. Good morning, Richard Tatenda.
Good morning. How are you guys?
All right. Can you clarify, you're part of the team who went to this championship, right?
Definitely. I am the team manager as well as the coach. We have been with the team for quite a long time now.
Okay, fantastic. So first of all, congratulations from us.
Yes.
And, quickly share with us, how the journey has been to the championship.
Definitely. The journey to the championship did not begin a few months ago. Neither did it begin 2 weeks ago when we were invited and we finally, managed to secure our passage to the Europe Moot Court. This has been a journey that began a long time. From the moment that we started debating in Zimbabwe, and we have always hoped to bring international glory to the country and to the continent at large. So it has been something that we've been preparing and we have been doing for quite a long time and engaging in a lot of debates. And finally, the Moot Court has given us the international glory that we needed.
Great one. Let's talk about the challenges, because a lot of the time when we see the glory, we unfortunately do not know the challenges that you've had to deal with behind the scenes. So share with us that.
Definitely. I think one of the most the biggest challenge that we all had was at times having to find time for Moot Court. Because as you understand, Moot in itself is actually introducing law to high school students. High school students who themselves also have academic obligations. So it was very challenging to find free time, but we managed to do so. And also the challenges that we had prior to the competition was that of a financial nature, in which we let us saw the corporate world from Zimbabwe, the government of Zimbabwe, coming in and assisting with the team so that we can indeed get there.
It's an incredible feat. You've won 2 championships back to back. What was, the biggest motivation for the team? And did you get any support from other African teams?
I would say the team was self-driven, self-motivated, and a lot of the support that we got was with regard from our administrative schools, particularly the Dominican Convent School in Harare, was very gracious. It offered resources. It took an administrative role and ensured that the team was marketed. Our also biggest, support and motivation was the parents of these wonderful students that you see, because they took the initiative to firstly, inject money and invest into these kids. And even when we had no sponsors, they made sure that we participated. Even for the first edition of the IMC that we were crowned the International Moot Court Champions and the World Champions, it was the parents who motivated us. It was the teachers, it was the various principals and headmasters who kept, pushing and telling us that indeed we can bring this and we can do this. So it has been a wonderful journey working with the administration of the schools, the parents of the wonderful kids, as well as the coaches themselves, who made sure that, they were showing up when the kids needed to be trained.
Amazing. Now let's talk about what's next. What's next for Zimbabwe Moot Court?
As the judge said when he announced us as the winners of the European Moot Court, he said our biggest secret as Zimbabwe is that we are in a winning mood. So what's next is we want to win more trophies, more international trophies, more regional trophies, and all we ask is all those who would like to have us and have competitions that they are organizing, be it debate, anything to do with speaking, anything to do with debating. We are here, anything to do with voting. So we want to participate as much times as we can. And I would like also to mention that it has been quite a great journey. And South Africa, special mention to Peter Ndoro and the SABC crew, who also covered and ensured that we keep going. So what's next is we want more trophies, more winnings, and yes, that's what we want.
And we certainly wish you more trophies and more winnings. But very quickly, lead us through, the preparation process. I was certainly never interested in moot courts. I think that it was brilliant. At the point, whilst I was in school, I just felt it was a lot of work and I was a bit lazy at the time. But lead us through some of, the hard work that you had to put behind the scenes. How many weeks, how many months did it take you to train them, and what was required of you?
All right, so it took basically 2 months to introduce international humanitarian law to the high school students. It took 2 hours of training each day, and sometimes even 4 hours, which would translate to sometimes stealing time off, your resting time in the evening. Would have to call the kids in via Zoom and start training. It took a lot of research, a lot of reading from the students, because we kept bombarding them, loading them with more files, loading them with more laws, loading them with more facts of the matter, and continuous study. As you all know, that a case is never fully understood. You always see new things each time you look and get to reread your facts. So it took continuous, repetitive training for the team, for the coaches to finally get here.
All right.
All right. I want to, just get your thoughts on what next for these kids. Do you see, them becoming very, very big, lawyers in the future?
Definitely. We have had some students already thinking of switching careers, because the team was compromised of not only individuals who are coming from the humanities, the commercials, from the sciences. It was an inclusive team. So we have had students who are now thinking of actually shifting from their, preferred careers, now wanting to do law. It has moved even I myself to actually consider, international humanitarian law as a career that you can pursue. So yes, what's next is the team is definitely going to produce more corporate lawyers, more criminal lawyers, experts in media law. All those have been aired by the students who now feel that indeed
we certainly need more lawyers. We certainly need more lawyers. There are several areas, that we need to expand on when it comes to law. But for now, thank you very much, Richard, for joining us this morning. All the best to you and to the Zimbabwe Moot Court team, as well as these wonderful young children who have made us proud outside the continent.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, have a good day.